Oh, Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Mialoon. Hello. Hello. Hi. I feel like I sound more tired than I actually am. But I'm not. I'm not tired, I promise. It's just really hot. The heat is sapping my energy slowly on top of all of my work. So yeah, man. Audio sounds clearer? Well, I didn't change anything, but if it sounds clearer, good. I love that for me. I haven't changed any of my settings recently. Maybe I'm closer to my mic. I guess I could be closer to my mic than usual. Hi. Hello, Damadachi. I'm like really close to my mic now. The tireder Oni ear? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's because my mic is just a bit closer to my face than recently. Don't sound 18-wheeler tired, maybe dual axle tired. Yeah, I'm probably around dual axle. I can agree with that. Heat is rough and I have to walk to the store for a slice of birthday cake. Get your birthday cake, you deserve it. Or, you know, if it's your birthday, you should splurge and just have it brought to you. Get a delivery. Anyways, hi. Happy OniMon. I've been on the grind. I mean, I've made that obvious. I talked about it during members on Saturday, and I've talked about it a little bit on my sub account. Also, if you follow my sub account on Twitter, I have a lot of work to do this week, and also some of next. I was writing it all out in my planner yesterday night, and I was just like, oh Jesus, this is a lot to do. I'm trying to break it up into like little tasks so that I'm not doing all of one thing in one day and then dying. But it's still a lot to do. And I got a lot of my to-do list done today, but I did not manage to get to one other thing, and that's because it was hot and because I ran into complications. If you haven't seen, also on my sub account, the payment to my mama got refunded to me. Well, specifically it got canceled, and so the payment program sent the money back to me, and I was like, but why? And they claim it's because I wrote my mama's name wrong, but I didn't change any of the details from when I sent the first payment to her back in April. I just reused the same information. Like, I literally was like, I'm sending this money to the same person, and it was like, okay. And then it waited a few days, and then today I got an email from it that was like, I think you used the wrong name. The bank provided us this. Would you like us to change it to that? And I was like, it doesn't look any different, but okay. So I confirmed that, and then immediately it was like, all right, we'll send it. And then 2 seconds later, all right, it's canceled. And I was like, what do you mean canceled? And it's apparently because the name is still wrong. And I was like, what? But you told me what you wanted me to fix it, what you wanted me to fix it to. You said you got that info from the bank. And it was just like, no, lol. And so it canceled, and it sent the money. Apparently it sent it back to me like same day, which is kind of wild. It told me that I needed to wait up to like 5 to 10 days to get the refund. So I was about to be like, okay, I guess I just have to sit on my hands. But apparently it sent like within the same day, which I wish I had known sooner. Like, I wish it gave me a notification of that, because I was paying some bills. So now it's a little bit dicey in my bank account right now, because I can't touch any more money, since the money that's in there is like literally for the model art. So I'm like, oh no. And I'm holding on to all the other money that I have, because I need to keep it for commissioning assets. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. So I can't touch my bank account for a little bit, until I can do some moving and of manipulating of finances and rebudgeting, and then I have to try and resend the money. I guess I don't think I did anything wrong. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like manually re-enter all the information again, even though I already have my mama's contact info saved on this platform. But I'm just gonna like manually send it as if it's a new person, I think, and see if that works. And then if it cancels again, or like it says something's wrong again, I'm just gonna contact my mama and be like, hey, did I write your name correctly? Because a fun fact about JP banks, apparently all of their banking information is like listed in katakana. Well, not all, but like their names are listed in katakana. Like they don't use kanji at all, and they don't use like romaji, obviously. They use katakana. And I had to like reconfirm with my mama how to write her name in katakana, because when she first gave me her bank info, she wrote it all out in English for me, which was very kind, but I was like, actually, I need the katakana for your name. Because apparently that's how they do banking stuff over there. And she wrote it out for me, so because I didn't want to guess, because katakana can be kind of weird. You might think you have to write something out in one way, but it ends up being another way. So you have to confirm with the person how they write their name in katakana. At least that's what Sora told me. So I was like, okay. So I asked how my mama writes her name, and she was like, oh, I write it like this. And I was like, okay. And then it worked fine the first time. So I think I'm just gonna try it manually this time around. And if it still says something's wrong, I will reconfirm with her before I try to send it again. Just confirm with her first, just to be sure. I mean, I can try and send another message. I'm not against it. I do have to confirm the last email that she sent anyway, so I could just confirm both things at once. Has the mama worked with other EN VTubers before or outside Japan? No, I've said it before, but I'll say it again because I am very proud. I am my mama's first in a lot of ways. I am her first daughter because she's only had sons up to this point. I am her first non-human child. All of her other children have been some variant of just a guy. I am her first English child. She does not have any foreign children outside of Japan. All of her kids are Japanese. I am many firsts for my mama. But, like, the reason I'm so confused is because, like, it worked just fine the first time. And I had even, like, sent an email when I sent it the first time. I was like, can you confirm to me that the money went through just to be safe? And they were like, yeah, okay. And then a few days later, they were like, oh, I got the money. And I was like, yippee, that's good. So it's like, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know why it bounced this time. I mean, bounced is the wrong word. It's the right bank account. It's just acting like I wrote her name wrong, which is bizarre. But I will write it out again this next time I attempt. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow so that I can make sure that, like, my account's, like, not freaking out still. And then hopefully it will work. I don't want it to bounce again, because that's stressful. Only daughter treatment confirmed. I mean, we'll see. My mama, like, she's mostly given a lot of her attention to her firstborn son. But she mentioned when I first reached out that she had always kind of wanted to have a VTuber daughter, but she'd never been approached to draw one until me. So she was really excited. Most of the people that have been approaching her have been to draw pretty boys, because she does have a pretty art style when it comes to drawing men. I cannot blame them for this, but the way that she draws women is slept on, I feel. So that's why I trusted her to draw me. The first girl. Yeah, the first girl, the first daughter. I mean, it'd be nice if she decided to spoil me a little bit, but I think the language barrier might make it a bit hard. At least it would be difficult for her to, like, come to streams super often, because I don't know if her English is... Well, She likes a lot of foreign movies, so maybe she knows a little bit of spoken English, but I think I also have a tendency to go blah, 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 so there's a chance she wouldn't know what the hell I'm saying. She might try to listen to one of my streams and be like, what? What? Did she give you yaoi hands? No. Like I said, I feel like the way she draws women is underrated, so she was able to draw me really well. I feel like I look really pretty. Not to be biased, but I'm biased. Can't wait to see her art. You should be hype. It's very exciting. And then in terms of other stuff, I've been... most have I really been up to? We need a VTuber. I got you. His name's Carl. Sigh, no Carla. No, I mean, I think my mama, like... it's hard to say. I honestly don't know why she primarily gets approached for boys. I mean, I kind of know. I kind of know. But, again, like... she's also drawn, like, a lot of, like, girls before, too. So it always surprises me that I was the first daughter to ever approach her. The first girl. Because she drew for Otome? No. No. You really think I got an Otome artist? You're crazy. That would have been crazy work. Sometimes as an artist, you just get assigned a niche. I suppose that's true. I suppose that's true. And I do think she draws pretty boys. I admire how my brothers look. I admire them from a distance, and I'm just like, I'm gonna have big brothers. The little sister spoiled by big brother vibes. Maybe. When do I get it? Get what? What are you asking? The thumbnail? No. Nobody's been mean to me, so for now everybody is safe. Nobody's getting squeezed. Oddly enough, I had the stranger to be nice to Yuno Hanaki specifically when I woke up this morning. Yippee! Hello, Hanaki, welcome in. Hope the older brothers bully you? No, they're gonna be nice. I'm sure of it. How much of the new design did you decide and how much did you tell her to run free? I'm trying to remember what I originally wrote. I'm pretty sure I was just like, here is my original design. I would like something kind of similar to this, but slightly more modern. Also purple. Please keep the forehead and the thigh tattoo. And then I left everything else up to her. I think that was all I said. I left it pretty open. I didn't know what to expect. But I wanted a vibe that was pretty similar to 1.0 because I... like, all things considered, I'll zoom out so you guys can appreciate her and, you know, wife cameo and all that. Hold on. Let me zoom out. Because, like, all things considered, I do really like the overall, like, design of me. I feel like my vibe is still, like, really good. I still really like this. I just wanted, like, something a little bit more modern. Something that felt more Oiran, kinda. And then, of course, the color palette change. I want purple. So that was kind of my only direction. I was just like... just something like this, but purple. and like more Oiron core. Because the thing about it, there's like a little bit of pattern on like the skirt part of my kimono, but I kind of wanted something that felt like fancier. I wanted something a little bit more fancy. And like, what's this blue sash thing on my arm, huh? What does that even do? And I wanted like, I wanted something that felt a little bit more modern as well. I wanted to be an Oiron for the modern era. But other than that, I was kind of just like, do your thing. Literally never noticed that arm sash. I know. What the hell is it even for? I don't even know what it's for. I've looked at my own ref sheet and I'm just like, what is that? Girly, what is that? What's that even for? So like, I don't know. And there's like a lot of aspects about this that I do enjoy. I think overall, I still really like 1.0's like concept, but I feel like it needs to be adjusted to suit my tastes a little bit more. So that's kind of like the direction that I gave, and I was like, honestly, you can kind of do whatever from there. And then she cooked. The initial design was like, well, the initial design that she made, I liked, but it felt a little bit too... I'm trying to avoid spoilers. It felt a little bit too similar to how 1.0 was, so I asked for like a little bit of adjustment. And then she cooked with certain details, and I was like, ah, yes, this is much better. This feels like a great way to incorporate stuff that I want, and it was good. It was a good change. Wouldn't the purple robe bleed into the tattoo? No. At least not the way that the design turned out. You guys don't know, of course. But not the way the design turned out. Well, yeah, that was all I asked for. My mama really likes to design characters, so I really trusted her fashion sense. And you will find that about me when it comes to... I've said this about myself before. When I request art of myself, I'm always just like, you can draw whatever. You can change the hairstyle. You can change up my outfit. I don't really care. I like seeing what people come up with like my base me. As long as you can still tell it's me, I don't really think it matters. Like, to me, I don't really give a shit. As long as it still looks like Yuno Hanaki, I'm happy. What's with the spider? That's not a spider. That is a combination Spinnerack and Magikarp. We were playing with Pokemon Fusions a few weeks ago. And I mentioned that when I played Pokemon Infinite Fusion, I made this child by combining a Magikarp and a Spinnerack. And he's called Magirak, and he's our little guy. He is our pet now. Chat insisted that I keep him on screen. Updo, you know? Yeah, if you want to draw me with an updo, that's fine. Unless they forget the forehead green highlight. Well, that's because that means it no longer looks like me. Like, that's the thing that kind of always pissed me off about this shade of green in my hair. Is that sometimes the way artists would draw it, they would not really realize the streaks are there in my bangs, but like that's a pretty core element of like knowing that it's Yuno. I guess without it, you could still kind of tell if you were drawing me in my OG outfit, but imagine if I wasn't in my OG outfit and I didn't have the green streaks. Who would that be then? Who would I be? That'd be Huno? Yeah, exactly. I don't know who it would be in that case. Just some girl. Yunanak. Exactly. But, like, it's never to the point where I get pissed about it. Like, I get annoyed, kind of, when people forget details, but I know that I just have so many details that it's kind of hard to, like, not, it's kind of hard to fully remember all of them, especially if you're trying to draw OG outfit. Like, I know I'm difficult to draw, so I can't, like, really get on other people's cases for it. There have been a lot of times where certain things are forgotten on my design, and I'm just kind of let it go because I'm like, there's so much to remember. So I was so happy with my commission of you because Wit nailed all the details. Yeah, it's nice when artists are able to get all of it. That does make me happy. How orangeable is the new look? Fairly. I think there are things about it that are quite raunchy. Not like lewd, but I think that it's more... How would I word this? I don't know how to word this. But it's more like... I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But there's more, it feels more sexy. It feels more mature and more sexy. Let's just go by what Nene Amano said and that I look mature. Suggestive or provocative? Provocative. It evokes something. Think your 2.0 will have 1.5 Hyo schmoves? I'm going to say this with all of the love in my heart, but I feel like Hiyori Mokami's 1.5. It does look really good, and I'm glad that she's happy with it, but I think I schmoove much better. So you shouldn't be asking me if I'm going to be like Hiyori. You should be asking if Hiyori's 2.0 is going to match up to the Yuno Hanaki. I saw her reveal. I did think it was quite cute. But I don't think anybody schmooves like I can schmoove. And there were some aspects of it where I was kind of like, I feel like I move better. But, like, it's not a contest, so that's not really the point of what I'm saying. I just don't think you should... I don't think you should be comparing how girls move to begin with. But because you asked specifically, I think my movements are a little bit more flowy and better. I joke about it sometimes, but I feel like some of the other updated rigging that I have seen, at least from Ephemera, they've been trying to match the wiggles that I have. Two different movements, wiggles and her pout, both S-class. But again, it's not a contest. I don't think her 1.5 is bad, though. And she's clearly very happy with it. I think ultimately, even if there are some things about, like, other girls' rigs that I'm not always a big fan of, I think the more important thing is that they are happy. Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of my power. No. I just feel personally very spoiled by Spyro's rigging. I feel like it just suits me really well. He's going through some stuff right now, so I'm actually not sure if I'm going to be able to get him to rig for 2.0, but I have to wait! Because there's crucial parts of the design that are not done yet. So many inquiries I can't send because there's parts of the outfit that need to be done, and I'm just like, I was born into the wiggle, molded by it. Something, something. I cleared my October. Oh no. I can't guarantee it's going to come out by then. I want it to, but I really can't make any promises. Also, there's just been some stuff that's come up that's like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I've had to take care of some things, and now there is less than I thought. I've cleared my November. Yamero, stop clearing your months. Just don't clear them. You'll know. Once I can get everything kind of in gear and I can figure out, like, when I think I'd be ready for a proper debut, you will know because I'll probably post a teaser trailer. October 2026, that's way too far. But also might be possible. Clearing my 2025? No, there's still like half a year left! Yamero! You did mention wanting to do some self-improvements. I have, yes. There's a lot that's going to get upgraded. The Yunothon was to be able to afford quite a bit of that. And I think we're still mostly on track to be able to afford a lot of that. But there's some stuff that I'm kind of side-eyeing. I'm just like, Things are pricier than I thought. Big person is hard. But I really am very excited. I'm working on the budgeting for a lot of the other assets, and then once this last thing that I need regarding this design is ready, I can start sending the actual inquiries for rigging. I am really hoping that Spiral Papa will be able to take me again. I'm hoping and I'm hoping. I realized something, the timer is missing. Yes, because we don't need it anymore. It's actually specifically because I don't think I can leave it on screen without it adding time if people decide to donate still. But doesn't it feel so much more empty without all that shit in the way? I have space. I can move around. Wow. I can, like, move around. Wow, I can actually use my room. I think someone said this during members also, but it was like we could see the floor for the first time in a while. Unfortunately though, the reason there's no timer on screen right now is because Miss Hitomi is sick. Very, very sick. One of her coworkers came to work sick, and it made her get big sick. So I haven't been able to ask her for help finding a better timer. We're just going to have to add up the time on our own, and then whenever I do manage to get a new timer asset, I will add it to the screen properly, but she's very sick. Hope she gets better soon. I will communicate all of your well wishes to her. We were able to hang out for a little bit to have dinner together, but then because she took medicine before having dinner, she basically was passing out at her desk like almost instantly after eating. And that was at like 7 p.m. She's been sleeping most of the day because she's been so sick. I was just like, girl, please go back to your bed. Get rest. It's bad. It's like a bad cold. I like heard it progress in real time yesterday. Cooking a Hito design actually. Oh, that's so sweet. I look forward to seeing it. I will show her. Girl resting? It kind of. I'm trying to get her to girl rest. Will she girl rest though? That's the part that's debatable. I want her to girl rest. The way to stop this is for companies to dock pay for people coming in sick. God, I know, right? I big agree. But yeah, she stood next to a coworker who was apparently sick and didn't say anything until several minutes after. And then there was just this slow progression yesterday of her starting to cough a lot, and then I forget what she said specifically. I think she was sniffling a little, but then she went to blow her nose, and then it made her sneeze, and then she died. Like, that just immediately activated the cold, TM. And she was doing a little bit better last night, but then this morning I got messages from her at like 6 a.m. because she had to go to work at 6, technically. But she woke up when she needed to get ready to go to work and was like, my head is pounding. I'm groggy. I'm coughing. I am not going to work. And I was like, yeah, no, that sounds about right. Don't go to work. Poor thing. Yeah, don't worry. I'll let her know that you guys are thinking about her. Poor snotty baby. I don't envy it. She gets sick a little bit more often than I do. Usually you guys know my kryptonite is headaches and tummy aches, but Hitomi gets like a cold, I think like twice a year. Usually. Sometimes she gets headaches too. Not really tummy aches. But it's rare that it's this close together because like I feel like she just got better from being sick like not that long ago, but also my sense of time is a bit wonky. And I was like, I don't know, it just feels like you just managed to get better and now you're sick again. Because normally the times that she gets sick are like much further apart. But it feels like she only just recovered from the last illness that she had and now she's coughing again. And I'm just like, I hope you're not stuck with another permanent cough. Coworker broke the natural rhythm. Yeah, I know, right? I'd offer to take the cold, but guy would get guy cold, the worst type of cold. Girl cold gets passed to a guy and it becomes guy cold. Good to know. Work from home so can't call in sick. Isn't it the worst? At the very least, it feels like you have less of an excuse. Because I felt that way too. Whenever I had my like baby girl tummy aches, I would always be like, well, I guess I could still clock into work because I'm going to be sitting at my computer anyway. It's just a matter of what I'm doing at my computer. This spring has been awful for colds. I got plagued like 3 times. I am so glad, knocking desperately against my desk, I'm so glad that I haven't gotten a cold. I usually get my 1 cold a year, and it's in like winter. But most of the time for me, it is tummy aches and headaches. I am susceptible to headaches like crazy. I could have a slight change in lighting in my room and I will get a headache. And then my tummy aches. Sometimes my tummy do a die. That happens often too. I have small nieces and nephews. They are disease vectors. Yes, children are just transportation vehicles for germs. I love them. They're so cute, but also they are so disgusting. You will get sick being near a child. You just cannot help it. Monkey's paw curls a finger. Yuno gets ligma. Hey, look at it this way. This would give Isla-sama an excuse to do another ligma awareness stream, and I could come on as a ligma haver. We could get a real testimonial from someone who got diagnosed with ligma. Lately, I just get sick in the beginning of the year, right where my birthday falls. Isn't that the worst? Getting sick on your birthday sucks. My nephew licked a public bathroom floor and I got sick for like 3 weeks. Oh god, ew. Food poisoning? I would have to assume so. Sounds like an elaborate plan to collab with Isla. No, I don't need an elaborate plan to collab with Isla-sama. I just have to ask and she'll probably be down. That's my friend privilege. I just don't do it because I'm shy and I like her too much. I'm fairly viral resistant. Minus 25 bacteria resistance. Almost failed every grade K through 3. Ugh. Makes sense. Oh, not norovirus. Icky. Okay, then ask. What do you mean? I have to have an idea first. I literally said I don't do it because I'm shy and I like her. I know I have the power. I'm just too shy. Spending a night exiting out both ends. Ah, so you are prone to food poisoning. Oh, and Islamon. I don't know if Isla-sama... Well, I mean, I guess she could be awake by now. She doesn't really like to do much in the super early morning, though. You could continue Hauntful Boyfriend. We did... I think when we did that stream, the only time we mentioned that we would maybe come back to it would be if she played the other routes off stream, and then we did Bad Bird Love together. BBL, as it were. But I don't know if she's been playing it off stream. Girl's pretty busy. Next Isla draw stream after the purple no, you gotta get an Isla Cheeb. Do I have to... Are you telling me to go in and donate to her so I can get a Cheeb? But then I'd be taking a slot from you guys. I want to take a slot from you guys. You guys want to get the Isla art. She has gotten a glimpse of the 2.0 design, though. I believe I showed her one of the really early sketches. She hasn't seen the more refined one yet, though. Like I said, I'm waiting to show the rest of the girls like what it actually looks like, because there's this crucial part of the design that's not on it yet. But it will be there soon. And as soon as it is, that's when I'm going to finally share it with the girlies. And I'm going to get so much serotonin because I'm hoping that the girls will think it's as pretty as I think it is. I will get so much happiness juice, you guys. Obviously, I am happy seeing the art in itself because it feels very me. But, like, there's something special about getting the validation from the girlies. Because, like, if other girls think I'm pretty, then it is true that I'm pretty. They forgot to add the ass. Oh no, my butt, it's missing. Tell us what it is when you show us, like the part that's been missing? I mean, technically I guess I could just tell you, because it's not like you can see it. Do I have the key visuals on this screen? I don't think I do. Oh, no, I do. Anyway, not that this really matters because the key visual literally shows nothing. It's the print on the kimono. I mean, spoilers. Obviously, it's still going to be a kimono because it's Oiran. You just don't know what it actually looks like. But my mama said that they're not planning to put the pattern on the kimono until they're finishing the final coloring. Like the painting part of it? So there's no print on the kimono yet. Dang, Yuno's wearing clothes. God, damn, this girl's got outfits. That's crazy. Clothes are worth at least $5,000 in this economy. Naked Yuno deconfirmed. It's true. I'm not naked. I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint. But yeah, whatever. It's not that big of a spoiler, but there's no print on the kimono yet, so I haven't been able to commission art or get assets or anything because I want to be able to take elements from the kimono and put it in like the assets I'm commissioning. So that's why I'm struggling. And my mama basically was like, yeah, it's not going to be on there until the drawing's done. And I was like, okay. But in my head, I was like, because I want to be able to start commissioning. Wonder if she'll include the kimono pattern in the reference sheet. I can maybe ask, because I have what the reference sheet. I have what the reference sheet currently looks like. With the version that doesn't have the print. I don't know if they will make a section on the reference sheet to showcase the print. But I can ask if that would be possible. Like, this is what it looks like flattened out. Yeah, I can ask. I don't know, though. I will ask, but not with, like, intention of demanding. It'll just be like, hey, were you thinking about including this on the reference sheet, please? More references is good references. Oh, of course. And I already think that this reference sheet is more detailed than my previous one. Like, no shade to my original reference sheet, but it's very go girl give us nothing, I feel, compared to what some of the other girls have gotten for their reference sheets. But then again, I feel the same way about my key visual. It's very go girl, thanks, but give us nothing at the same time. This one, though, is very detailed. Another spoiler for you. It's 2 pages. Both of them are 2 pages. My mama's cracked. You're just getting all the leaks today. Wowie, wowie, wowie. 2 whole pages of Yuno. 2 whole pages. Don't bonk me for spoilers. It's my stream. All the leaks from squishing to Greed Nabadachi. Greed Nabadachi, how did you get this information? Why are you the one leaking it? How dare you? That's so fricked up. But no, for real. While this is like a form of spoilers, it's not like full spoilers, so I don't mind talking about it. But it's just so you understand that it is like quite detailed, and I'm very excited. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I'm doing my best to have patience. I might have to add, well, okay, I guess I shouldn't say this until I actually get the quote from Spiral, but depending on what Spiral quotes me, I might have to put another, like, small dono goal on stream to cover a little bit more of the rigging cost. Because as it stands right now, I do have enough for, like, the other assets, and I think I'd rather prioritize getting those before worrying about the rigging. I feel bad saying this, but, like, a lot happened. And so, lots of things are happening behind the scenes, and it has caused some, disruption. So I might have to put a smaller goal up later to cover some, of the partial payment for the rigging. But I'm keeping my eye on my spending for the other assets. So we might not have to worry about this, but there might need to be a need for a cushion. You will know. You will see the dono bar if I need it. But I have to wait for this part of the kimono to be finished. And then I'm gonna focus on getting all the other assets first. And sending a quote for the rig, I suppose. Because sending a quote doesn't necessarily mean going forward with it. I know you guys really want Spiral, though, so I'm going to try. We're going to manifest that the price is fair. I'm once again asking for your Wiggly support. Yes, I need the support if we want the same level of Wiggle. Baby steps, I suppose. Yeah, baby steps. I'm putting it all to good use, though, and I'm being very mindful of my spending. Rent, bills, and groceries only. I'm locked the frick in. And then, of course, actually using the money for all the assets. So some of the other goals, I should say, might be a bit later because of that, because my focus really is just all in on 2.0. So some of the, like, the incentives, like the covers and, like, maybe some of the other, like, voice pack-y stuff, some of that might not come until, like, way later down the line. Just in terms of priority. Because methinks we should focus on 2.0 wholeheartedly. So then when 2.0 can be done, then I can lock in on everything else. And we'll have time to work towards the third outfit too. I'm excited for that one also. I know I have to get through 2.0 first, but... it's so exciting. Because the other outfit's also so cute. Mission update, they had no cake? What? No cake? That's messed up. Bought cheese Danish instead. Well, cheese Danish is good. We take those. We take those. Birthday cheese Danish. Told you should have just gotten it delivered though. Because if you ordered it via delivery, then you would have had cake. Just put a little candle inside the cheese Danish and it's close enough. God 5.0 is amazing. You know what? Where's 2 through 4? Amazing. Literally me. Thinking about 3.0, even though I haven't even gotten through 2.0 yet. Not gonna pay 20 bucks for one slice of cake. I guess that's fair. But this is where you buy a whole cake and then you just have cake to eat throughout the week. Week-long treat. Or less, I guess, if you eat a lot of cake. Smile. I should hire you as my dietitian? Yeah. Diabetes exists? Yeah, if you're a coward. That's a coward's excuse. Any cake is bite-sized if you try hard enough? Yeah, just unhinge your jaw like a snake. That's how they do it in the biz. Cake? Yeah. Birthday cake, specifically. I mean, my family. I mean, yeah, and... just because you might get it doesn't mean you need to prevent yourself from enjoying the worldly pleasure of cake. I speak, girl. Buy the dang cake so I can sneak slices for dinner dessert. No, see, the joke is I don't even like cake. But I will enable other people to get cake. I don't like cake, though. I only like cheesecake and ice cream cake. I can't eat, like, regular cake. I don't like it. It's one of the few sweet things where I'm like, no. Yuno doesn't like butts. Yeah, I don't like butts. I'm a boob guy. I am a boob bestie. A breastie, if you will. Only cake she likes is her own. I mean, I guess. Where's the unsubscribe button? Down below the stream. Good luck pressing it. You will be gone from chat forever if you unsubscribe. So woman of culture, darn right. get the appeal of butt. I do understand, but it's just like, I don't know. But do you like pie? Yeah. Well, certain kinds of pie. I used to be more blit towards pie, but now I like things like French silk pie and pumpkin pie. Peach pie is also good. Breast Pudo Boobily. Don't breast me, Boobily. I did not ask for that. Collarbones, butts, thighs, booba, feet. No, it's nape of the neck, collarbones, thighs, booba, butts, feet. Specifically on women. If we're talking about men, the things that I find attractive are different. Collarbones and nape, Buno redeemed. What about men? Adam's apple, hands, eyes, chest. Wait, no, arms is higher. Adam's apple, hands, arms, eyes, chest. Something like that. I would have had to type it out to like actually know what I was talking about, but it's vague gestures, something like that. Wow. I do like man boob, but I think that there's too much emphasis on like gropable man boob, and I don't really care about all that. Getting reduction surgery. I mean, just because chest is at the lowest spot doesn't mean I hate it. I just think that it's a little bit overrated on guys. I don't really think about chest muscles that much. I more so care about like arms and hands. Arms and hands are good. Tiny hands too. Oh no, tiny little hands. Investing in extra arms to raise my appeal. Let's go. Onikashi muscle. What about chest hair? I love chest hair. I don't find body hair that unattractive. I used to like not care for it at all, but now I'm just like, eh. That's fine. The T-Rex after Yuno's affection. There's a T-Rex in my audience? Where? I'm like the opposite of Yuno's ideals. Well, Ripperino. Good thing personality is always first for both men and women. Because, you know, you're talking about a girly who doesn't like physical touch anyway. So... it's not like it matters, technically. These are just things that I look at when it comes to, like, anime characters. Body hair and both are just men. I don't mind my women having a little bit of body hair. And by a little bit, I mean I'm actually quite tolerant of body hair. Whatever. Shaving's a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna get on your case. Enjoy the reps, bros. I forgot armpits. I don't really see why people like, well, okay. I get why people like armpits. I don't personally care one way or the other about armpits. And I guess because I don't care about armpits, I don't care about armpit hair. I'm just like, whatever. Pheromones? Yeah, I guess. What about bushy beard versus clean shaven? If you keep your beard, like if you take care of your beard, I like it. I think if you just let it go crazy, then I'm kind of like, I mean, it's cool. I don't hate it. I think I like it better if it's like well taken care of, like well kempt. If it's like properly groomed, you know? I can vibe with that more. And I don't mind clean shaven. Like, I'm fine either way. It doesn't really matter to me. Women armpit hair, as I said, shaving is a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna judge a woman for having armpit hair. I'm not going to necessarily find it hot, but it's not going to ruin my attraction to a woman. Body hair is natural. Shaving is a pain in the ass if you're trying to do it regularly. I don't give a shit. You skip a week or two of shaving and you have hair on your body, that's fine. Hell yeah. Crazy beards usually come off as messy, but a well-shaped beard could add to the face shape. I agree. Winter socks for leg hair. No, leg hair is your winter pants. Leg hair is your winter pants. Or I guess it's like your long underwear. Armpit hair being called winter hand warmers, though, is crazy. Grow out stage is usually when you look messy regardless. Oh yeah, for sure. When any part of your body's hair is in that like transitioning growth phase, it looks awful. That's just a universal truth, and that's okay. It's allowed to look universally bad. I don't like to shave every day, so I often have major 5 o'clock shadow. See, I find 5 o'clock shadow kind of attractive. I'm not gonna lie. Depending on the face shape, 5 o'clock shadow is honestly not that bad. I have to shave every day because my facial hair grows in uneven open patches, but that's also okay. Like I said, I don't mind clean shaven either. I just don't mind body hair. Like, I don't find body hair to be a deterrent. But this is all because I'm generally more attracted to, like, a person's personality. Body stuff comes, like, way, like, lower on the priority tier list of things I find attractive in a person. But when I think about things that I find attractive in people, I suppose there are some trends. Sometimes dwarf bees get stuck in my arm hair. What? Oh my god, that reminds me. Hitomi and I were watching a video of like Reddit posts, and one of the Reddit posts was of a guy who took a picture of a mosquito that impaled itself on his arm hair. And I was like, that can't be real. That has to be photoshopped. What do you mean? What? How is it that sharp? What? That's crazy. You know, you're so Demi. Thanks. Thanks. I did identify as Demi for a while. I don't know if that's still true. I haven't really thought about it. I'm definitely hella pan-romantic, though. Or, like, Biromantic, depending on your definition of pan and bi. If we're going to really nitpick about labels, I don't usually label any direction, but if you forced me to choose one, if you forced me to pick a flag, I'd be like, this one. I think it's great. I'm just happy to see you so confident about it. Yippee! Yeah, I mean, in Kawaii, we weren't really allowed to talk about any of this kind of stuff. We could, like, mention it in passing, but they kind of preferred we not make it, like, a big statement. Which I suppose I understand, but, like, meh. Whatever. I don't mind talking about it. I feel like it's good sometimes to still, like, share things about that side. I mean, it depends on the person. There's probably some people who are, like, never gonna share it. But I'm just like, meh. I'll talk about it if I wanna. Who's gonna stop you now? Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna stop me? And, like, if you really are shocked and offended to learn this information now, I just think that's very funny. If you've seen, like, literally any of my content, you can literally tell how I'm easily attracted to both men and women and non-binary people and androgynous characters. Like, it's literally just, whoochoo, anything. Romantically speaking. Sexually, that's like an amorphous kind of blob. We don't talk about that. She's even attracted to furniture. I am. I know, right? So attracted to my furniture, I tried to date all of it. Crazy stuff. Sexually, they have to be donkey shaped. No, that just makes me sound like a cringe otaku. I don't know about that. You know, it's attracted to amorphous blobs. No! No! I take it back. That's not what I meant. God, she just wants to date everything. By Sassy Chap Games. Towel, my hero. He's very smooth and cool. I love Towel. He's such a chill guy. We ended up on the friend path with him, but I'm not mad about it. I forgot his name. Tyrell. Because it sounds like Towel. Also, yeah, true. I love slime girls. But the thing is, they present as girls. I guess I would also be into an amorphous blob if they presented as an amorphous blob. It depends on vibes. That's it. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I member. I member. I made a little progress in that game with Hitomi off stream. We unlocked the attic and got a few more datables unlocked. I think we still don't have all of them. I forget what I was going to say regarding that, but I just stated. Is there anything I wouldn't date? Looks at my hands. People I'm not attracted to? Question mark? You date the blue blob guy Sharzu has been rigging? Probably not. That's just a blue ditto. Also, isn't that supposed to be a representation? Well, I don't think it's a representation of her fans, is it? No! Not uggos! Like I said, I really don't care about physical appearance most of the time. Yesn't? That do be the fans? Kinda, but also no. That's so complicated. That sounds complicated. Tamagotchi or amorphous blobs, right? Well, you have faces. I feel like amorphous blob would mean that you also just wouldn't have a face. She disagrees that it is, but we've adopted it forcefully. I see. That sounds about right. Because, I mean, I guess, like, you don't... Because her mascot is the... So it's not like... I guess she just doesn't really have, like, a representation of vampires, then. Because the is different from... the Chito. I don't know, man. It's a confusing conversation, that's fair. Anyway, to answer your question, no, because the Chito has, like, the Charlotte hat, and whenever I think of Charlotte, I just think of a child, and that is just an immediate no for me. She once mentioned she saw her fans as shapeless blobs, so people took it literally. Ah, makes sense. Golden Boy ate all the vampires? Oh no! Well, he deserves it. He was probably hungry. He deserves it. It's like a yummy treat. It's like eating cat food out of the tube, you know? One of those tube treats. I get it. Emoto zoned, true. As it should be, to be honest. Golden Boy, my Oshi. We got to see the first pictures of Golden Boy, and he was just so cute. He's just such a cutie pie. I'm really glad Charlotte was able to get a kitty. Someday, me too. Not right now, but someday, me too. Now you're the emoto to your VTuber big brothers. I am not going to lie to you. The day that I am able to call them Oni-chan is probably going to be a big deal for me. And if they ever refer to me as their emoto, I will probably die. I will probably have to disintegrate into dust, I'm afraid. You will kia when that happens. I don't kia! I only kia ironically. I will probably yelp, though. You know, the only child finally getting siblings. I know, this is the character growth that I needed. I have 2 active siblings right now. Avoiding too many spoilers, I do think that there are 3 more coming soon. Although I don't know if they will be super active. So technically 2 active brothers, soon to be 5 brothers. But I don't know if the other 3 are really going to have, like, activities. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Who will end first, you getting called Emoto or them from getting called Oni-chan? It depends on how cutely I do it, probably. Because, like, they'll probably hear me talking in English and be like, oh, she sounds like she's cool. She sounds like she's got this kind of, like, tomboy vibe. But then I see them in chat and I'm like, oh, Oni-chan, konnichiwa! And they literally blow up. Because I'm Moe. Because when I speak JP, my voice gets a little bit higher. So I'd be like... I'd sound very cute, I think. What if they think you're cringe instead? Then I would simply have to end my activities. If they say anything about me being cringe, then I simply will just have to announce that I'm graduating. Debut voices JP? I guess. JP voice bank. Hitting them with debut Yuno is diabolical. I mean, hey. It's my natural state. I get too nervous. It's not cringe, it's based. Well, that's why they shouldn't call me cringe. If anything, they're probably just gonna Nihongo Jose me. I bet they'll find broken Japanese very cute. I hope so. They're really cool. It'd be really neat if I could chat with them a little bit. I'm definitely better at typing out JP than I am speaking it out loud, out of thin air, so... To be fair, if the older brother calls you cringe, you have perfected the little sister energy. I guess that's true. But also, I think that they're too polite in JP to ever call somebody cringe, especially after a first meeting. I think they'd only call me cringe later. But even then. They'd probably be calling me cringe behind my back, I guess. Or like to my mama, like they're talking to her like, "Mama, why did you adopt a foreign daughter? Why did she try to speak Japanese at me? Isn't that kind of cringe?" As my mama just puts her hands on the boy's shoulders and is just like, I had to get that foreign money. I had to take advantage of that exchange rate. Mom, my sister is cringe. As long as they don't call you Dasai. I mean, I suppose. They leave and instantly go cringe test. Mom, it's talking to me again. Mom, this little purple creature is talking to me. Why does she keep replying to all of my tweets in JP? Mom, why is she taller than me? Now hold up. I like this thinking that my older brothers are somehow going to be shorter than me. There's something very funny about that. No, they're all tall. They're tall. That's not gonna happen. Even if I did get a dramatic increase in my height, they're still much taller. We never know, I guess. Hanaki, welcome in. Are they ballin' tall? Can I find that information? Let me see. It would be so crazy if I could actually find this information, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I kind of doubt it. I'm checking, though. Can't stop me from checking. You don't be the ball. Leave me alone. I am not the ball. Please. Does he have? I don't think he does. Well, okay, this one doesn't. I think they don't have their heights listed, which is kind of funny. And this is also sad, but the other one I don't even think is popular enough to have like a wiki page, so I can't check there either. I'm actually imagining the little sister with overbearing older brothers that come home with presents and dress her up, much to his chagrin. Yeah, that feels about right. I think that would be what would happen to Yuno, the character, if she ended up with brothers. Definitely the spoiled princess. I kind of gave that dynamic to how Yuno interacts with some of the Oni. Like, a lot of the male Oni in the village tend to baby her like that. Treat her like a fragile little princess, and sometimes it pisses her off. But they are so much bigger. So they're just like this small creature. We have to present her with toys and frilly clothes and perhaps a snack, and she's just like, stop. Stop, I'm a grown-up. And they're just like, haha, tiny creature. So they could be shorter in theory. I guess they could, yeah, because I can't find any information about their heights. You know, we'll be in an actual ultimate situation. I guess. And yet she eats the snacks. That's the problem. She's like, I don't need all of this stuff, but then she keeps eating it. And they are just like, ah, so she likes the food. A note for later. Yuno wearing a silk dress and sun hat with the printed tee and boy shorts still on underneath. True. You gotta protect your shoulders from the sun. Sunburn on the shoulders sucks, so like, I get it. I, for one, get it. Ammo, it sucks on the forearms. I mean, I guess. I feel like it's worse on like the shoulders and the back though, because that part, when that part starts getting stiff from the sunburn, it sucks. I sunburned my eyebrows once. What? That's crazy. I would have to die, I'm afraid. I think I've said this before, but I didn't really get sunburn much growing up, though. I think the only time... The first time I got sunburn was, like, 7th grade? Yeah, I think. And it was more of a windburn. More so than sunburn. And then the last time I remember actually getting a sunburn was like the last vacation I took before the panini. But like, I used to play outside a lot when I was growing up, like when I was a much younger child. And the place where I would play outside a lot, my babysitter's house, she had a pool. So I was swimming like 5 out of the 7 days of the week for a couple of hours every day in the afternoons. So I would always end up getting like a very nice tan. And then my skin just would stop absorbing sun. And I would just have a nice tan for the whole summer, and I never really had to worry about sunburn. When I aged out of being babysat was when I stopped going outside as much. That's also probably why the next time I was like out in the sun like that, I did actually get like burned. Speaking of sunburn, I had to sit through a HR mandatory training on heat illness management. Well, that is good training to get. Gotta make sure you can manage your illnesses. Little quick happy thing, I just finished paying for my JP trip. Oh, yippee! Congratulations! Tanned, you know. Yeah, I used to be really good at tanning. I know that's hard to believe now, considering how freaking porcelain I am, but I would just tan quite naturally. Haven't had any bad ones for a while now. Burnt my shoulders as a child so bad I had blister, not blisters, blister. Looks like someone glued Werther's originals on both shoulders. Oh god, ew. Yeah, I've never gotten such a bad sunburn that I had blisters. Even when I got sunburned during that trip, it was just like a soreness and like a stiffness on like the back upper shoulder area. Oh yeah, you know I love that with Miss Tomoe Carmine. Ah, yes, you reminded me. I wanted to link that. I was in Tomoe's birthday concert! Hopefully you all were there. Hopefully you all saw it. I'm gonna link it to you now if you haven't, because you really should check it out. Oh, she did an after party. I didn't even see that. I was busy. I was busy. But we're gonna link that now. Was listening at work. That's fair. That's fair. I'm near the end of the set list also, so it's okay. I was one of the last 3 songs. But yeah, Tomoe did such a good job. Everybody sounds so pretty. And then there's me. I mean, I think I sound good. Even Tomoe was like, this song suits your range, and I was like, I was watching it like by myself, and when she said that, I said out loud, yeah, it does. That's why it was one of the ones I picked. I pulled like 4 from her streamer song list that I knew that I could sing. And she chose that one. So I was like, okay. Oh yeah. I was proud I didn't break either of them. No bacteria infection. Took like 2 weeks to heal. A lesson: do not outside for 8 hours in July. Yeah, I could see that being rough. I got blisters on my shoulders as a kid. Happened when my parents were house hunting, moving from the north to the south. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. I'm glad I've never gotten blisters like that. I've gotten like foot blisters, but I've never gotten blisters in like really bad places. Thank God. I cannot imagine shoulder blisters. Ugh, it sounds so bad. Well, we talked about this before though. My kryptonite has always been like really bad mosquito bites. So I can't go outside at night during the summer. My blood is too tasty for the mosquitoes, and they drink a lot, and then it leaves you with like really big bumps. Like, I know most people are allergic and that's why they itch, but like when I itch, the swelling gets really bad really easily. And then not only does it get bad really easily, it like will bleed and like scab, and it's bad. It's bad and it's the worst and I hate it. Which sucks because I do like a lot of outdoor activities. I used to go fishing when I was a kid. I used to go camping a lot when I was a kid. But the mosquito bites would just get so bad. Are you made out of sugar? I mean, I do like a lot of sugary food. And like, I tried all of the like outdoor repellent type stuff too. I always tried to spray it on the most vulnerable areas, but it just never worked. I'd wear layers, that would sometimes not really work, and then I'd also get really sweaty, so that would also suck. It just got so bad to the point where it was really hard for me to be able to go out. I think mosquitoes hate garlic. You need to start rubbing it all over and eat it by the bulb. I did eat a lot of garlic one time I tried to go out, and it didn't work. It didn't work right. I got a massive bug bite on my butt right now. Why was your ass out? Is the real question. How'd you get that over there? Yuno's blood is too tasty. It is. My undisclosed blood type must just be really delicious to the mosquitoes. I don't like it though. Because I want to be able to go outside again! I miss camping. I've been talking to Hitomi about camping a lot lately. And I want to go glamping with her sometime. Because she's never really gone camping. Her family was not really the camping type. Mine was. They haven't really gone camping recently, but we used to go camping a lot. It was like family camping and then also a family amusement park trip every summer. So mosquito repellent does not work. It doesn't really for me. I've tried like every kind. We even tried those like mosquito repellent candles that you're supposed to light at like bonfires and stuff to keep them out from a certain area, and that didn't really work for me either. I would still end up with like 1 or 2 really big bites. Mosquitoes sense CO2, don't breathe. Use deed spray. Everyone has some natural family secret and none work. Yeah. OniMon was the one who taught me about the garlic idea. But even though she would try to load me up with like really garlicky spaghetti and garlic bread and stuff before I would go out with my friends, it just wouldn't work. So I was just like, it's a lie. It's all a lie. And I remember us like painstakingly searching through aisles at the grocery store to try and find like different sprays or like creams or whatever to try and put on my body to prevent me from getting bit. Have you ever seen through electric mosquito bats? No. No. At least it sounds tasty. It was very tasty. It was very good. It was worth it, but also I still died from the skeeters. Just wear a full body suit in the summer. It's too hot. I die. I think the last time I really tried to go out, we went to like one of those drive-in movie theaters. A friend was visiting from a different area in Onigashima, and we went to a drive-in movie to see a double feature. The rest of them were able to sit outside to watch. I had to stay within the car because if I got anywhere close to going outside, the mosquitoes were gonna get me. And I was like, help. It's so hot in here. Like, I was wearing like a baggy hoodie. I had thick jeans on. I was like, I was so hot. Citronella has the same problem. Mosquitoes don't like it, but the burning makes CO2, so they show up, avoid the candle, and bite you. That explains so much. Because Onimama would always light those frickin' citronella candles and claim that it would work, but like, I'd still get bit, and I'd just be like, why? Why is it always me? Mosquitoes can tell how sweet you are and come running to get a taste. It's so true. They keep getting me. I hate it. And like, it sucks because my tomboy nature, I just desperately want to go camping. I want to go outside. I want to go on hikes. I want to go stargazing. I can't do any of this shit because the freaking mosquitoes are going to be like, a tasty snack. A tasty snack for us to consume. Nom, 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 nom. And then I will be swollen and miserable and I will cry because all of the bites will start scabbing over, even if I don't itch them. And then I'm just like, it's over. It's over. Is for me? That's literally how they feel when I come outside. Is for me? Is my food? You know, will be swole. I mean, I guess. Artificial muscle by the sheer weight of my mosquito bites. Ugh. Sounds disgusting. Disgusting and awful. Swollen. Yeah. Exactly. It just makes me so sad because there were so many like summer activities that I loved that I just can't do. They're just trying to feed their babies. What, do you hate babies? I hate mosquito babies. We don't need mosquitoes. I feel like it'd be so easy to erase mosquitoes from the ecosystem and everyone would be better off for it, to be honest. To be honest. Have you tried asking the mosquitoes to go away? Yes, and that doesn't work either. What do you call a blood-sucking bug on a grilled steak? A mosquito. I see. But the frogs diet? The frogs will be able to find other bugs to eat. I think scientists are in fact looking to do that. God, I hope so. Please erase them. Male mosquitoes are the primary pollinators of cacao. They can find another primary pollinator. Simply do research to find alternatives. Just find alternatives. There's gotta be a way. I hate mosquitoes. The frogs will eat Yuno. I mean, I guess that's fine. There aren't really any sources of bodies of water near me that would produce frogs, so I don't think I have to be scared of that. We are trying. Same trick as the screw fly. Genetically modded males that fly in smecks just fine, but are sterile. Interesting. I mean, I guess if they exist and are just not harmful, then I can tolerate it. The key is that they don't bite me. Do not to the blood. That's all I ask. Do not give me big bite. I'm just a girl that wants to go camping. Pay the bees more and promote them to primary pollinators. So true. I am not scared of bees. Bees are chill. The only thing about bees is that I will like stiffen up and go still when they fly around me because I don't want them to get scared. But I am not scared of bees. Used to have a friend that was terrified of them though. But I can tolerate being near a bee. I could trust a bee more than I trust a mosquito. Plus, bees aren't active at night, so... Yippee! Female mosquitoes are the only women Yuno doesn't like. It's true. You could show me a anthropomorphized bug woman, but if she says she's a mosquito, I'm just like, nope. I've decided I'm not interested. Pass. What about wasps? I mean, I think I'm a little bit more scared of wasps than I am of bees, but I still don't think that they scare me the same way. I could tolerate it. I don't know, I still might. I love that for you. I can't. I couldn't do it, I think. Because the problem is that even if I liked her and she was very sweet and kind and lovely, we would probably have to never touch, because I feel like even if she was anthropomorphized, if she touched me, my body would swell. And I'd just be like, I guess we could just never be in contact ever. I have to wear like 3 layers of gloves to hold her hand. You don't like to touch anyway? I know. So I guess it's not technically not the worst thing in the world. I still don't really think I would do it though, just by the pure risk. And the relationship probably would not last that long, because I feel like a mosquito woman would love physical touch. How else is she supposed to get her food? She'd be like a vampire girl. She'd have to suck all over you. So the fact that I would be anti-touch would probably be a turnoff for her. We probably wouldn't make it past the first date. Phrasing? I said what I said. Excuse me? I said what I said. God bless her for that. I love that you guys think that you can fluster me with like phrasing jokes or like excuse me or huh, and I'm just like, what do you think? You really think that will get me? I know what I'm about. I said what I said. I know what I mean to say about this mosquito woman. Just got here at a weird time. It'd be like that sometimes. You know, always with the hottest of takes. Is this really a hot take? I don't think so. Yuno Hanaki, am I right? Oh, I never replied to the person who showed me the context for that particular meme. But when I watched the clip, that was linked to give me the context. Okay, slight TMI, I guess. I was watching it while I was in the bathroom, and I was laughing so hard, I gave myself a headache. Charlotte Suzu is so funny. I literally laughed myself into a headache. I was... I bet you if my neighbors were still awake and they heard me laughing, they would have been like, what is she laughing at? Why is she laughing from her bathroom? She's so great. I love her so much. The Yuno Hanaki of Ionia. Yuno Hanaki, am I right? We need that Ionia collab. Just Ionia plus me? What would we even do? Charlotte also sent a clip in the reply. Yeah, I watched hers too. That one also made me happy. Play peak. OniMon. Can we stop trying to get people on for OniMon? OniMon is not a talk show. The only person that is talking during this talk show is me. And I guess that one time that I had Tomoe come in because Tomoe wanted to say something in VC. I think the only other time I've had people present like in VC or anything during an OniMon was... I think like one of the earliest ones when we were first... I had Kaya and Ron-chan show up because we were changing our Twitter @, and we announced it on OniMon because I was the only one streaming that day. And then, I think Yeah, Tomoe calling in that one time. Was about it. Lick Switch 2 cards. Oh no. Lick Switch 2 cartridge hazing ritual. Help. And sometimes Hitami, well, Hitami doesn't entirely count because Hitami was only here because of the Yunothon. I do get what you mean though. That is probably like the one other exception. But that was like a Yunothon exclusive. Hitami doesn't really want to make too much of a habit of showing up on streams randomly like that. But I get what you mean. We need Yuno variety show including interviews, Oni magic with Yuno Hanaki. Okay, wait, if it's a variety show, that means it needs to have like bits and stuff also. Like scripted bits and like I don't know, music, and then like the actual interview portions. It's definitely possible, but I'd have to learn how to like write out a whole show script. Who knows on first? A classic. Watch out, Eric Andre. Oh, to have the same level of humor as Eric Andre. I think I'm funny, but I feel like I'm not really good at like scripted funny. I think it's just unintentional funny. Games for large groups, art ones like Gartic Phone and Jackbox, golf with your enemies, Mario Kart. The true comedy is how we started off talking about cute outfits and somehow 2 hours later we're talking about romancing mosquito girls. Well, that's the OniMon experience, baby. If you are surprised by the way the tangents progress still, that's a skill issue. You gotta get used to it. Hello, Buno. Has chat been nice so far? Is the green guy safe? They have been nice. Green guy is safe. However, they are trying to find ways to get him to be strangled. So it'd be like that. I did see him live bring a member of the audience in a crowd at Adult Swim Fest, so I think he may just be a natural at what he does. Well, yeah, a lot of the people that do that kind of thing are like trained in some form in like improvisational comedy or just like really good at improv naturally. Improv is a little hard for me at times, especially comedic improv. I can do like acting improv in terms of like being in a character that I establish, but actual improv is tough. Especially to try and be funny. Yuno doesn't strangle girls confirmed. I would only strangle a girl if she asked nicely. This is true. I guess I would also strangle a guy if he asked nicely. Strangle me, please. You can't just immediately say that after. Master the dark arts of public speaking and doing a funny. Yeah, doing a funny is the one I haven't mastered. I was in speech and debate for 3 of my 4 years of high school, so I can at least do the speaking part. It's just, can I be funny? Stop! I don't even know how I could do it over the internet. I don't know how to do it! Well, that's not true. I do know how to do it, but I don't know how to do it over the internet. We are not asterisk RPing in my chat, though. Streech through your monitor? Okay. Do you feel it? Do you feel my hand hitting you? The coming at you meme hands? I suppose that's true. Choking hands. Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs? That's literally what's happening. You guys are silly. Got soft hands. What is happening? I need to go to bed, but for the sake of the bit, please imagine I've been choked out. Okay, sure. Please rest well. Asphyxiates you to sleep, I guess. The soft hands comment is funny because I have said that I do canonically have soft hands. My hands have not worked a day in their lives. I do not have any calluses. My hands are also a little bit on the small side. They are very, very soft. It's just skates you to sleep ASMR. I'm pretty sure YouTube would ban me. I'm pretty sure YouTube would smite me where I stand. Our hands are like this, so our hands can be like that. I hold up my sparkly, clean, unmarred hands while the rest of you have like a bunch of calluses. With hands probably has to be a workaround. Try the thighs, I swear. The thighs are not an option! The thighs are your pillow. And yes, you can use pillows for asphyxiation, but that doesn't mean that you should. With soft hands comes great responsibility. No, with soft hands comes soft responsibility. You have some responsibilities, but they're very, very tiny and minuscule compared to the grand scheme of things. Wife is a pillow? Yes, of course. Why else is she your wife? You sleep with your wife, don't you? Then of course. Crazy. Having a wife and not sleeping with her is crazy. VTuber smothers you with their thighs ASMR. I don't know how to make that happen. I wouldn't know how to make the sound. Thighs equals neck pillow? Yes. That is fine too. No sound, just crush. That's not. But that's not how it. That's not how that works. Where's the ASMR if it doesn't make a sound? Wrap your thighs around the mic. Ugh. I know that smothering with thighs is a thing. Do I look like I... Please. Of course I know that's a thing already. And yes, I know about crushing watermelons with thighs too. No sound, just sweet respite. I don't understand. Do you just want, like, the verbal description? Hit the thighs with mic. What is this? You guys behave. Also, at least let me cook and do the frickin' Big Sister voice pack before we start discussing any other sort of, like, ASMR or whatever. I also have to do the roleplay stuff, too. No thighs are in the conversation just because they are. Calm down. Find your chill. So silly, for real, for real. We are behaving. Sure. Sure, I guess. I guess you could be worse. That part's true. Maybe not tonight. Best we are doing is shave. Seahave. Seahave. Yeah, true. Seahave. You know, grunting noises as she tries. Oh, YouTube would kill me for sure. Nothing besides the grunting, it would be over. Also, be right back. I must venture to refill my water bottle. I've been going through so much water tonight. I mean, good thing I'm hydrated, but also, Don't put a mustache on me. What the heck? Anyway, hello. I'm back. Too late? Well, I don't have one, so... It's more like it's too late for you to add a mustache. So, there. Humph. You'll see. Don't like that. Did I say I'm back? I don't think I did. I'm trying to be careful about saying that. Nice stash. I don't have one! I did. Dang it. I need to stop saying it then. Sick and tired of all these freaking jokes. You guys think you're so funny every time. You think you're so funny. Oh, it pinned a bit wrong. It's always so funny when I pin it incorrectly and it goes lopsided. Hold on, let me fix this. Get off. It's you not? Yeah, it's you not. I haven't seen them in a while, huh? There we go, perfect. Yes. Yes. Just don't say excuse me because we'll say there's no excuse for you. That's mean. Okay, I guess I'll never excuse myself then, damn. Looking rather dashing tonight? Yeah. I am a rather dashing man. A dashing individual. I am you not. I imagine a French pronunciation and it's still pronounced Yuno. Yeah. If you were trying to pronounce you not in a French way, then yes, it would still be pronounced Yuno. But you not is meant to be opposite, not you know, rather than a French reading. Because I am not French. French was my elective language, but I remember literally none of it, so I could not pull that off even for a bit. I would just be like, hon hon baguette. French should be spelled like you know, though, pronounced you. No, it wouldn't. Inspector you not. It's me. I am here to inspect the I don't know what I'm inspecting, but it's something. Stop! You want me to drop my croissant. The booba? Am I a booba inspector? I guess so. I feel like I'm not going to find much booba here, though. Something tells me I'm not going to find very much. There will not be much left to inspect. That's why you're looking. Inspecting the levels of liking women. Oh, off the charts. FBI friendly booba inspector. That's me. I have a proposal, Mr. Government. I think we should change the FBI to friendly booba inspectors. I just think that that would be a better use of our government resources and our time. I am not opening the floor to questions because I am right. Where do I apply? It's a very extensive process, but it's worth it once you get approved. Because then you get to inspect Booba. Can you do something real quick? Can you hit the yandere toggle? Well, I have the mustache on. Okay, hold on. I have to remember what the yandere toggle is. Do you want eye shine or no eye shine? Do you just want, like, the gloom? Yes? There was a yandere toggle? Yes, I've had one. I just don't use it very much. Let me see if I can remember which one it is. There we go. Is this what you wanted? I am here to inspect the booba, disrespectfully. No longer friendly. Oh, it wasn't locked. Good. It's taking that off now. Yeah, I use these toggles during my duet with Tomoe. Spoiler, I guess. Because the song has kind of creepy vibes, so I wanted to be a little bit creepy and scary, so I spent a lot of the song puppeting being like... Very evil. Evil girl-coded. Yeah, smiling but evil. Yeah. Although it looks pretty scary when I put on my angry toggle too, though. She actually looks like she's gonna kill you. I just can't really sing with this because it puts my mouth in a perma frown. So the lip syncing's kind of blam 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 blam. Please do. Oh no, yandere. Well, yandere would be more like if I had the brows and like a smile, but I don't have an option for that. I guess it would be kind of like this. But I have to pose my face for that. I have to pose my brows for that too. And then, you know, I need like a blood splatter and like a knife hand. I like Engi yandere, that's fair. I like it too. It's a flavor that you don't really see much. You think you can just walk back in here like everything's fine? Interesting. It was scary without the shadow? Wrong thing. So like this? I mean, kinda, yeah. It's because the lack of eye shine makes it very ingy looking. It feels more Oni coded, this expression. Throws you on couch and tickles you? That's dramatic. You look soon? I guess so. It looks a bit more pouty. I think eye shineless gives it a little bit more edge. But then when you put the... Dang it, I keep swapping them. But when you put the eye shine back in, it looks very pout. But I can't pout like most other people can because my model doesn't have cheek puffing, so... This is very... Like, she's mad, but she's not, like, angry. You don't lost her glasses. I do have the glasses asset that someone made, like, forever ago still. He to me was like, do you think they're going to make you a new one to match the new fit? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think that person watches me anymore, even. So I kind of doubt it, but I do still use these quite often. Can I make sure I don't pin these on my freaking eyebrows? Meh. Angy, not angry. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Please reach out to him for you and see if he isn't busy. Oh no, I don't want to like expect anything. It's fine. It was more just like something that Hitomi had asked because she's seen me use this asset before. And I was just like, I mean, it was made like in the very beginning and then, you know, it's fine. I especially don't want to expect something of someone who might not even watch me anymore. I feel like that'd be rude. Can magnify her cuteness. Hopefully all she sees on the eye exam is C-U-T-E. Yeah, C-U-T-E-A-D-O-R-A-B-L-E B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L W-O-W-A-M-A-Z-I-N-G U-R-A-Q-T-P-I. That's what it says on the eye chart. I have 20/20 vision. We need a stream of only Angie, you know? Angie is in the pouting one? I guess. I'd have to think of a reason to, like, maintain the pout the entire time, though. And you guys would have to, like, actually not make me laugh. Because otherwise that would break immersion, because I'd be laughing and it wouldn't be doing anything. We might need to rewrite your prescription. Nah, I'm fine. You know you're blind. This test is the directional ease. What? You guys are the ones that literally told me that it just said cute all over the chart. The foodie stream was the eternal part. Well, the foodie stream was the gloom. That was just like PhD's sad face and the gloom emoji. Unlock. I didn't want to put myself in the trash can. I mean, that is my home, but still. Man, this weird thing happens whenever I use a glasses asset on myself, where the minute I take them off, I'm like, who is this? I don't recognize her. Even though I literally was not wearing glasses for like the entirety of this stream, just having them on for those like couple of minutes, now I'm just like, what? Why is my face so blank and empty? It feels weird. I guess it's because I normally wear glasses, so sometimes there's like a bit of dissonance when I take Yuno's glasses off and I look at the model and I'm like, huh? Why don't she have glasses like me? Keep hitting the wrong button. Reverse Superman? Yeah, I guess. Why are all of you making Superman references? I hate it here. You're all such nerds. Is the forehead real estate? Honestly, I do think that's probably part of it. Because the glasses take up a certain amount of space on the forehead. So then when it's gone and my forehead's exposed, I'm just like, oh god, who is this? Where am I? What the freak? Oh yeah, baby. Oh, I shrunk. Hold on. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. Cool, no. Yeah. You got them shades on. They're pinned a little bit weird. I think they got pinned onto, like, a part of my hair or something, but it's fine. They serve the general purpose. I just wanted them on for, like, a second. You look like you deal in kawaii and drugs. What? And in drugs? Why am I... the two extremes? Kawaii and drugs? That's pretty funny. Hanaki, welcome in. Perfect for date everything. Honestly, true. It is a similar color scheme. I think there is like a pink one in here though. Hold on. Let me check. I think there are pink ones. The pink ones are probably better. Oh yeah, pink heart glasses. Well, these are too small. Nope, a little smaller. Now these are my freaking date viators. Oh, I pinned it to my eyelash. Uh-oh. Don't pin to my eyelash, please. Yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, buddy. Groovy. Yeah, these ones are interesting because they have like the built-in kind of like physics to follow your face, but then like they don't always stay in like the right spot for it to be believable. So it always makes me giggle. Playing with assets is fun. I haven't done it much in recent days, mostly because I forget that I can do it. Even though I have all of these assets, I just don't use them. I need to remember to do that more. They overcorrect. Wonder what type of model they're for. Probably for models that can do more of a full head turn. Like, obviously I can turn my head, but like I don't do like a full head turn. Like eventually like the capture doesn't get my head anymore. And they also changed how some of the item stuff works, so you can like be more precise with like the layering. So you can actually make certain items fit your head more now. Although I don't really know how to do it. But they've added like new kinds of assets that you can use for that. Like you could adjust things like this so that they can actually be like properly layered on your head. Well, I guess if I want to do this, I have to take away my horns. So, sorry, I'm bald for a sec. But see, it's like already working with my tracking, so it moves with me. And I think... I have to remember how to do it. All the dandruff coming out of the hat. It's flower petals! They're flower petals. It's like they're gonna fall on me if I can figure out how to do this. Hold on, I have to look up the tutorial. This is embarrassing, but it's fine. It's to show you the vibes. But see, this is just proof that I don't really do it. Don't really use these features, even though I should. Where is the latest update? Where's the tutorial? God, it's loading in so many videos. My browser's dying. Help. Maybe if I check their media tab. You know there's a ghost behind you? I know. Be patient. I'll handle it. Thanks, guys. I'll handle it. Thanks, man. So strange seeing you without the horns. Yeah, well. It's just something that I like purposefully did for myself. Like, this wasn't a built-in toggle for my model, but I had a lot of people complain. Well, I shouldn't say complain, but I had a lot of people say that like my headdress and my horns were kind of like stabbing people in the eye whenever I would be grouped up with people for collabs. So I made a feature that would allow me to take up less space. This is my I'm being a nuisance in the collab stealth mode. And then within my lore, we've made it so that I have magic that lets me hide my horns so that I can present more human. Okay. I am following the tutorial. De-onified, yeah. Who are you or where is Yuno? Let me... Please. There we go. Okay, I pulled the menu up that I need. Ah! I know it looks like it's shrinking me, but it's because I'm not clicking in the right spot. Hold on, I'm doing some girl stuff. Actually, I should probably just hide my model so that you guys don't see me messing around with this so much. I'm gonna hide. It's like I'm going into my closet. Be right back. This is gonna be worth it, I promise. It's gonna look so good and it's gonna be so worth it, and your guys are gonna be like, wow, you know, thank you. Now none of my toggles are working? Oh, I guess it's because I'm doing this. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Oh dear. Well, that's not right. Well, that's split a bit weird. Man, people have so much patience to do this kind of thing. I don't, to be quite honest. I mean, this kind of works. I have to be careful with how much I turn my head. But the vibe is there. Okay, and then... No, I do this. Oh, no, 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 no. I want this. Ah, frick, I have to adjust some stuff again. Aw, man. Aw, man. Oops. Man, all of this is so scuff. But it's gonna be worth it. I promise. I promise. Our little abominable son can escape. No, he's not gonna leave. He's happy where he is. You can't make him leave. He's just a guy. What the frick? I'm doing some magic. I swear, it's gonna be so good. Okay. And then... And then... Random Wikipedia fact, Russia Town has a most delicious girl contest. They let mosquitoes bite girls for 20 minutes. Most bites wins. That's crazy. But anyway, I'd win. I found my new talent. Guys, I have a new talent. Guys? I think I need to go to Russia. God, this is so much freaking work. But it's worth it. You will understand the vision. What color top do you want? I don't know. Pink, I guess? I don't know. Do you see now? I mean, you can kind of tell that, like, the split... You can see the issue I'm having with the splitting the item, but they've changed how items work so that you can split it on layers and it looks a little bit more natural, like with, your model. I can't move my head right now because the splitting... I haven't figured out how to hide my head, so to speak. So when it splits and if I look to the side, this happens. But... like, as you can see, it does, like, fit my head much more naturally now. Like, I can actually make it so that it actually works like a hat, which is nice. And now I can do stuff like this a little bit more easily, and then you can, like, play around with the layers. I'd have to actually, like, sit and read this tutorial to learn how to, like, hide the hair of my head. But no, it's cute. And now I look like I am a gal at the beach. I mean, I've used the swimsuit asset before, so that part's not new, but the hat is new. And the effect is still good. Hat still seems like a scale too small. I kept auto-scrolling it, so it could be partially that. And, like, there's other things that are probably still wrong with it. This is just me messing around with the item splitting. Like I said, I still have to kind of do a tutorial. I'm really bad at also just, like, spatial awareness when it comes to my model. So, like, I can't do it very well. I can't do it very well. So, cut me some slack, please. I'm just a gal. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, no, I think the split is supposed to kind of be like this. No, it still shows my head. I have an idea for later. Yippee! Glad to inspire. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it some more. I'll worry about this another day. At any rate, I adjusted the hat size a little. A little bit. Oh, I have to lock this again. Murmur. Still looks so cute, though. I like messing around with stuff like this. It's silly. I will try and read about how to prevent exposing my head. I guess it's just a matter of, like, not turning too dramatically in that direction. Yay. Ooh, ice cream, yummy. Thank you. Nothing like some late night ice cream. So you do like playing dress up, sort of? I do. I have all these assets. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to set them up in VTube Studio sometimes. You spot a cute Oni at the beach, you go to approach her and trip in the sand. She laughs at you. She holds her inner tube and she just kind of looks at you and laughs. Someone's not used to walking on the sand. Luckily, I come from an island, so I'm kind of used to this sort of thing. You didn't get hurt, though, did you? It's not the beach without ice cream? True. God, what I wouldn't give to eat some ice cream on the beach. That sounds very nice right now. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds really good. Yum, 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 yum. Anyways, I should probably wrap up soon. I will be gone for the next, like, 3 days because I will be on the grind set. The grind set mindset. I have so much work to do. There was one task I should have started today that I didn't because I had to take care of all of the emergency stuff with the payments. So I have a little bit of extra work going into tomorrow, and I'm bummed about it. Come here often? I mean, I live here. Onigashima's an island. I like the beach. But yeah, I have to do more work than initially intended tomorrow, but it's fine. I will hopefully be able to get a good start on it. Regardless, get things done that need to get done. You can do it. Thank you. And then hopefully, I will be able to come back and stream on Friday, and it will be, and it will be good. Breaks, the timer doesn't exist. I guess? Timer only exists when I do public streams. The only streams that count towards my time debt are public streams. Member streams and, any time that I'm not streaming does not count. So don't worry. The counter's not going down at all. Mostly because I don't currently have an active one. I am literally doing math between the times that I stream, and I'm just adding up the time so that way I can figure out how much I need to subtract when I do find a working timer. Don't speak the word timer at me. I'm figuring it out as I go. But don't worry, I'm not gonna rip you off on your time. All 700 plus hours of it. I just have a lot of work. I would be putting more towards the time debt, I promise. I just have so much work, and I have to do it offline because it's just stuff that I cannot stream. So, it is what it is. There's no work stream because of that also. Ordinarily, I would have just done, like, really long work streams, but this is private work that I cannot stream in any capacity. And if I were to work stream and just try to keep it a secret, I don't know if I could. I'd probably perish. So it's just smarter for me to do it all offline. But it'll be worth it. I always thought timers meant no days off till timer is gone. It just means like, well, I mean, I explained this 6,000 times during the Yunothon. I hope you guys realize I'm not going to be that crazy. I could be. I could definitely like pull a stream where I stream for 12 straight hours or 24 if I really want to cut some time out of the timer, but you are the ones that insist that I not be crazy. So you kind of have to accept that there will be days where I just do not stream unless it does not count towards the timer. But if you really want, after this week where I have to not stream, I can stream every day if you really think I need to. If you really think it's necessary, I will. Because my intention is not to like make it seem like a scam, obviously. That's why I'm not timing anything besides public streams. And the only reason there isn't like an actual timer on screen is because I haven't found one that works for what I need. You literally have 30, 24-hour straight periods. The lack of sleep would end Yuno thrice over. I would die twice. This is true. But because I am immortal, I would not truly die. I would just die and then wake up and then die again. You know the Phoenix? True. Phoenixes are so cool. But yeah, no. Long story short, my point is the timer does not run, or well, nothing counts towards the timer besides public stream hours. Gorillas will count if I decide to do a public gorilla. If it's members gorilla, that doesn't count. But yeah. And like I've been thinking about it, and there will probably be times where I like, if I feel like I have the energy, I will do a 12-hour or a 24-hour stream just to get more time cut down from here. I get not streaming 24/7, but taking days off doesn't seem like a donathon. Well, it's currently not a donathon anymore. The Yunothon's over. We're back to regular programming. I tried to stay fairly consistent during the Yunothon too, but it was quite exhausting. But it's not the Yunothon anymore, so I feel like... Well, I mean, again, if we really don't think I should take days off, I can stream every day starting next week. I just really can't right now because I have a lot of pressing work I need to do and I can't stream it. Like, I literally can't help it this week. But if we're worried about it, then next week I'll stream every single day. And then I'll stream every single day until the timer is done. It's fine. It's not like it's that hard. It's just streaming, bro. Anyway, I do have to go for now, though. But thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu!